I used to work in finance in Europe, mostly in Switzerland and in France, and I was collecting a lot of street art, urban art. So from, you probably know the artists like Banksy, Obey, those kind of people. And about 6 years ago, I was a bit tired with my job and my life in Switzerland, and I wanted something a bit more challenging and more exciting. And I looked for a place where the graffiti and the street art scene was still pretty small, but with a lot of potential. And Bali has a lot of super talented artists, has a lot of beautiful gray walls, and a very different landscape than the traditional urban or graffiti center like Paris, New York, Berlin. Just because I love art in general, since I'm young, I was lucky. My parents took me to a museum to see some Picasso, Cézanne, etc. All those big guys, and I really love art. I love the process of the creation of art. So I love watching people painting wall or painting canvas. And graffiti in general is also a very strong community. And graffiti is connecting people. That's something we say very often, because you have people from all around the world who coming to Bali and just meeting between them with some local artists and stuff. And okay, let's go paint a wall together and spend a day or two outside. You become friends, and then you meet again. You travel together. You meet new friends. It's I've been, before coming to Bali, I've been traveling for almost a year. I went to Africa, I went to Eastern Europe, I went to South America to check some place. Because in Europe, the scene, the graffiti and street art scene was already pretty big and pretty popular and pretty saturated. So I wanted to open an art gallery, but in Europe, there's already so many and so many events and so many stuff. So I was looking for a place that didn't have a lot of gallery events, festival and things like that. And Bali was really just starting to get into the graffiti scene. And it's such a beautiful island, so I thought, like, if we can do a couple of big events and with the social media put the spotlight on Bali, it will encourage people to come here, and maybe we can make, is it beautiful, is it nice? No, it just put your name in the street and make your name visible. And that's the basis of graffiti. After, a lot of those guys who paint in the street like that, they also are able to paint some beautiful piece with the name, with characters or any other stuff. And for those ones, they paint them, not always with asking, but you find a lot of abandoned building and place where you can go and paint. But and the street artist is the people who either come from the graffiti scene or who come from art school or different background. And those ones, they take time, sometimes a few days to make a beautiful wall. And it's something that most of the people understand and most of the people find beautiful if you get a beautiful mural. When graffiti, for a lot of people, they see that as vandalism, as dirty, as nasty. So, but it's kind of the same word, because the people usually they're doing a bit both. And but us personally, we're trying to promote beautiful graffiti art, because again, Bali's the graffiti scene, the street art scene is very fresh, very new. And if you just go everywhere and make some vandalism everywhere, people will hate graffiti and will come here and burn the store. And it's not the idea. The idea is when we paint beautiful murals in Canggu, in Ubud, in Uluwatu, people are super happy, the community is happy, because it makes their neighborhood look beautiful, and the kids love it, the parents love it, everybody loves to have a beautiful piece of art in the middle of the street. And that brings respect to the artist, to the graffiti artist, and that brings Balinese friends that are really, really, really fantastic people. And they're just very open, very positive, They love their islands. They have a very strong belief about their culture and their religion, and it's kind of a unique place and unique culture in the world, Bali, because the people still give so much energy and time and belief into their culture, with all the ceremonies and the praying and all the offering today, our owner coming again. I find it really, really impressive and really touching, because in most countries around the world, people are going away from that and want globalization and stuff like that. In Bali, they still put so much energy into maintaining their beautiful culture. It's really, really around 50 artists that are painting more or less regularly. Some people paint very often, some people not that often, because paint is expensive. So for the students or the young ones who don't have a lot of money, it's difficult to go painting every week. But yeah, that's a very strong community. Many people have been painting together for many years, and now you see the young generation coming up as well. And it's nice, also a mix. There's a bunch of artists that coming from Java, from different islands that live in Bali for many years, but that bringing their own style and their own culture into the mix. And Bali is also a scene where there is a lot of foreigners now coming to paint, because they want to discover the island, the culture, and leave their mark here as well. You know, I did a business school. I grew up in Switzerland, and I work in watch factories. I work in restaurants, in different things before, but finance the last 10 years before I moved to Bali. And because it was quite exciting at the beginning, it was good money as well, and yeah, it was a good job. But at a certain point, after so many years, I was tired of working in my office with my laptop, and wanted a bit of fresh air and fresh culture and meeting fresh people, and
I see. Okay.
just moved everything. Maybe one day I will go back when I'm older and be happy to be in my office with my computer again. But for the moment, I'm really happy. Continue to do that?
Or just?
Yes, because you know, I could do like everyone else. I could rent a villa and rent it to tourists on Airbnb. Will probably make more money than running a graffiti shop, but I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. We came here to do that. We created Allcaps. Now is very popular and very famous in Indonesia and all around the world. It's kind of an institution in Bali for graffiti and street art scene, and we're very happy about that. The idea here was also to develop the place. We have the store, we have the gallery, we have the guest house. We wanted to do also a little bar and restaurant, but right now with the COVID crisis, everything is a bit